Welcome back to the Showbiz Insider, your entertainment news roundup. So moving on from film, we give you an art attack in the city as we go down to the Quoz Arts Festival, which brought the best in local art, music and even dance. Plus, we take a look at the new emerging fashion designers at the cartel. Quoz Arts Festival, in partnership with Art Dubai and Dubai International Film Fest, returned across 32 art, design, music and film venues, giving visitors the unique opportunity to discover the local art scene and to engage with the gallerists, artists, creatives and cultural minds alike. His Highness Sheikh Majid toured the galleries and showed his support of our thriving art scene. So let's talk a little bit about the art scene. This is the Quoz Festival. It's really growing right now. Tell me why you want to support it so much, being part of the Dubai government culture.
What's happening over here is that's what community needed. It's really interesting. It's for all ages, for family, for kids, for adult. And it's a perfect spot to meet art, to meet artists, to meet people involved with the art, the creator, the creative people, and the people has a hand of movement of art action that's going on over here. So from our side, it's really good for for the city. It's very good for the community. It's very good for the artists themselves. We'd love to see this kind of activities to grow and to see more.
The program included live art, workshops, film screenings, exhibitions and performances.
The event, Quoz Arts Festival, is an annual affair that we started together in partnership with Art in the City and Al Sarkal Avenue last year, and the demand was there. We felt like the audience is thirsty for cultural activities, and it really evolved to become this affair that activates Al Quoz area across 32 spaces with over 40 events, and it's completely open to the public and all events are free.
Gallery Lowry's Habibi showed the work of Lebanese artist Nabil Nahas, focusing on his 3D paintings. Fractals are built up of ground pumice and finished in psychedelic tones. Tactile as they are optical, it's a window into the underground world of coral reef. Now his work is really abstract, but they say it's also quite literal. Do you want to explain a little bit more about that?
Of course. Now the piece we have here is from his Fractals series. So he has 4 or 5 really prominent series. So there's the stars, there's the fractals, and there's his new series, the galactics, and then he used to work with geometric forms when he first started, or around the 70s. Alongside nature, one of his inspirations was Islamic art, and so Islamic art is it's very symmetrical, it's about order, etc. So although his works may seem abstract, there's always a sense of order within. He also, in a sense, works with that. So no matter how haphazard nature may be on a small scale or on a large scale, there's always some sort of order, and that's really what's the core of the fractals.
Making art accessible to the entire community, children's improvisation workshops and chalkboard installations encourage the kids to express their love of drawing, words and of course the city that they live in. And these amazing children shared their inspiring thoughts on art and Dubai. Okay, so tell me about what you're doing here with your chalk. What are you painting? What are you writing?
I'm writing We Live With God because it says up here, Dubai inspiration moment. Metal.
And what does that mean to you? Do you feel excited and happy about that?
Yeah, I do feel excited.
And tell me about when you paint and when you write, how do you feel?
I feel interested and I also feel inspired.
Well, my name's Mila and Dubai inspires me to live, and that's what I wrote here.
Why does Dubai inspire you to live? That's a really big sentence for a tiny little girl.
Because of all the people and their sympathy and all that kind of thing.
My name's Zach, and I went to Dubai to eat and drink and have food to do that stuff. I just like drawing random things like lines and stuff.
Is it the lines? Is it the colors? What do you want to feel? What do you feel when you're doing that?
Having fun to draw and just do random things.
Tell me why you love Dubai.
Well, the people here are so caring, and it's a really nice country to be, and the desert's beautiful.
And are you interested in art as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you draw? Do you paint?
Yeah, I love to draw a lot, and so do all of my friends. We just love to draw.
In his first solo exhibition, titled The Journeyman, Peruvian artist German Fernandez's narrative works are inspired by history and travel and encompass a variety of media, ranging from watercolour to collage to acrylic and digital work, depicting a physical and imaginative journey of characters and real people. Tell me about this particular piece. I know this is one of your favourites. If you can just describe this, what's going on here?
Well, this is the main character, which is a masked one, which is surrounded by all these characters, but is the only one who focuses to the person who is the viewer, to the viewer. He's the one who say like hi, or maybe he's saying goodbye or farewell, but he's the only one connected to us directly. Meanwhile, the whole thing around stay away of him in some way.
And taking us fashionably forward into the world of wearable art, the Cartel previewed their latest internationally curated fall-winter collection. The designs all seem like very arty. Let's just talk about the relationship between art and fashion and how you can, bring that together.
Well, art is like, fashion is like an evolving art form, especially before it reached to a commercial stage. Most of our designers in that stage when they're not necessarily thinking commercially yet, so they have a bit more room to be artistic than the one who are mass producing in China and India and stuff like that. So, their craftsmanship is more, attention to details, and their silhouettes are a little bit more avant-garde than the let's say the high-end, also the high street brands and stuff.
The Cartel is a fashion showroom showcasing over 60 different collections from emerging designers, both international and local. The showroom features avant-garde fashion that steps away from the mall culture of Dubai. It's really a hub for people who want to experiment and a big favourite for Dubai's style savvy.
From locally, I have a very good friend of mine, Amber Feroz, who's like a Dubai-based designer. I could point him out. He's one of our best-selling designer. He's doing special design just for our showroom, but he's not selling anywhere else. But we have, we just received amazing designers from Dora Kellerman. She's a Hungarian designer living in Paris. She's doing a very unique, like kind of 3D inspired, sculpted sort of clothes, accessories and stuff. I've got Umaberg, who is like a very famous leather designers from the UK. But as I said, the list would go on. It's like
Pieces were modelled by Dubai's stylish bloggers and personalities who captured their Cartel style in live fashion shoots.
My name is Rachel. I write a fashion blog called classicwithcolour.com. It's actually based between Dubai and Dublin. I started it just over 2 years ago with a focus on emerging young designers. So the Cartel had asked me to come along this evening and take part in a styling shoot where we went around, looked at all the different fantastic young designers that are here and styled different outfits, then have done sort of a fun live photo shoot.
And from wearable art to socialite style, Paris Hilton was in Dubai to launch her new store at the Arabian Centre.
I love my stores. I have them all around the world, and I decorated them like my house with the chandeliers and the wallpaper. I wanted to make it a very personal experience for the shoppers. And I love that I can come in here and I have all my products. It makes me feel so proud. All my new handbag collections here, which is beautiful, and my new fragrances, my watches and accessories.
A catwalk show displayed her latest collection of bags and accessories, and she led us on her love of Dubai.
I love the Middle East. I love traveling here. I think it's a wonderful place. I especially love Dubai. I lived here for 2 months and had such an incredible time. There's so much to do here. The food is amazing, the shopping, the people. It's just a very exciting place.
So that was your fashion and art fix, guys, but join us after the break when we introduce you to contemporary dance into the region like you've never seen it before.